Good morning, students and families. It's Saturday afternoon, 12 o'clock, just a little bit past that, and I wanted to take the opportunity to reach out to you early enough in the weekend so that you guys could have conversations and kind of prepare for what the next week looks like and start understanding what the expectations are and how we're going to navigate this situation together. Obviously, there's a lot of uncertainty, but this is an opportunity for us to try to provide an experience and hopefully at the same time make sure that we keep our community safe and healthy. We've obviously this last week we've been having lots of meetings and sharing lots of information, and I want to share some of that with you so that you feel informed and make sure that we're keeping connected with the school. And that's a couple of the goals that we have, on top of the fact that we want to continue to give our students the opportunity to learn. Obviously, we know Jerome has high expectations, whether it's from the teachers, students, or families. So we want to try to make sure we're maintaining that as best as possible. And I'm going to do my best to try to ensure that we are doing that. I'm going to take a moment and go through some information with you, and hopefully that will help steady a little bit of any questions or anything like that. I also have included in this email or in this newsletter information for you to refer back to. And at any point, if you ever have any questions, please feel free to email me. Obviously, it's within the newsletter, but you can also find it on the district website. I'm going to do my best to keep this brief. And I will use this as a mode of communication throughout our time where we don't have students in the building, so that we can try to make that connection and that you can see and hear what's going on directly from me, so that we are able to make sure that there isn't any confusion or miscommunications. Just general details to start out with, and I apologize if I'm looking down, but I made some notes here. The school building is closed. There won't be any visitors allowed into the building for students or families, and that begins on Monday, March 16th through April 3rd. We will keep the doors locked. The reception area will, as we always do, off of the Brand Road side, if there is somebody that comes, but we will not let you into the building. There is an email that went out, or there will be, about picking up medication, and that will be on Monday from 8 to 2. I'll work with our clinic aide to make sure you get that, but we'll ask that families come in quickly, get their meds, and go leave the building swiftly. Not that we don't love having you here, but we want to try to make sure we're complying with the expectations of the closure. As far as communications go, obviously the district is going to continue to send out emails and updates. I understand that's a lot of information, but I think we understand why that's occurring. I will also continue to do that. I will try not to inundate. That's part of the reason why I send the newsletter in the way we do. But I would also encourage you to download the DCS app. It has not only a notifications where the district pushes out information, but also has the apps for Schoology, Progress Book, Twitter, all of those different things, so you can follow along, and it just kind of puts it all in one place. That would really be a good tool. In the newsletter, you'll see a QR code that will take you to the App Store that you can download, and I highly encourage that. Throughout the closure, essential staff will be in the building, so we will be available even if the students are not here. So staff will be available for emails through Schoology, and obviously via Gmail. Same will be true of the building. We also will have secretaries here, so if there's phone calls or there's a question about technology or whatever, we will be able to respond hopefully in a timely manner. If we do need to have a meeting, whether it's with a school counselor or with an assistant principal or any other student supports or teachers, we can do that via Google Meet, which is a very useful tool. So we will certainly help navigate that and kind of do those things if necessary. Learning expectations, all of our online course delivery will be through Schoology. That tech info will also be in the newsletter. On Monday and Tuesday of this week, our staff will be getting together to try to build those platforms and deliver content that is online based. And we'll be working on that and using some of the technology tools at our hands, whether it's Screencastify, Google Meet, Flipgrid, and some of the Gmail suite apps. Our goal is to maintain the learning, our relationships and communication that's been built over the course of the year. The schedule, We have worked hard to try to develop a schedule so that we're not overwhelming students. All three high schools will be following, actually secondary, will be following an A day, B day type schedule. So what that will do is that will kind of limit what the kids will do each day. So on Wednesday, March 18th will be our initial online learning day, and that will be an A day. So what an A day means is that students should be working in their periods 1 through 4 courses. Teachers will be updating with fresh information for those classes, and we're asking the teachers to reach out and communicate with those students in their classes periods 1 through 4 on those days. So there should be fresh and updated content, information, videos, maybe open office hours so that students can have contact with their teachers. On Thursday, March 19th, that will be a B day, and the class in periods 5 through 7 will be the courses that teachers will be working in. So whoever your son or daughter has for 5th period, let's say, they should be expecting updated, fresh contact or communications from their 5th period teacher. If they have a study hall, obviously that's a great time for them to work, or they may want to reach out to their science teacher to ask questions. They could shoot an email to them, and they may have an opportunity to have a conversation, or if they have a question for their counselor or something like that, they could use that time to do so. They don't have to reach out during the 5th period time, which would be 11:30 to 1 with a lunch in there. They certainly can do that over the course of that day. Just that day, that B day will be those 5th and 6th, 7th period classes. So you might see that a teacher is making themselves available from 8 to 9, and they may record that lesson and they'll send it all out to those students. Obviously, this is in flux. There's a lot of conversations and things that need to be done, but those are some examples of some things that we will be working on. And then on Friday, March 20th, that will go back to an A day again, and periods 1 through 4 will have an interaction. Beginning on Saturday, March 21st through Sunday, March 29th, that will be spring break. We are not asking students to log in online and engage, and we are also having our teachers do the same, actually go on spring break and disengage from the learning format. And then we'll start back up with classes on Monday, March 30th. In the meantime, I'll share more information before that March 30th date with the schedule and other things that may have changed over the course of that time period, which, as you know, is very, very possible. Most importantly, we're all learning with this together. This is obviously a new experience for every single person involved. So I would ask that you be patient, be flexible, and understand. And I'm going to ask the same of our teachers. I'm going to ask the same of our staff working in the building and all of those things. It's really, really important that we kind of grow and learn in this together. All I can tell you is that we're going to do everything possible to be our best. This is an opportunity and a time for us to be even better than we were, and we're going to do that, and that's going to be my message to everyone, and we will continue to work that way. I thank you for your support and your encouragement, your kind emails and kind words about our custodial staff, about our teachers, about everybody. Know that everybody here is working really hard, and we love your kids, and we want to make sure that your kids are supported in all aspects. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. There'll be more communications to come. Have a